Friday and welcome to No for Live, a quick 30-minute chat where I, Sunita, along with my two co-hosts, Tracy from Miss Tracy Kessler and Kelly from No for Endless Summer, we hop on every Friday and chat for 30 minutes about everything North Fork. And it feels like summer is in full swing on the North Fork. The weather has been beautiful. It's a little overcast today, but it's definitely been warm. I even plunged into the pool, unheated pool, I must say. I'm not ready for the North Fork polar bears quite yet, but it's been nice and warm, so it certainly feels like summer is here. And also there is just so much to do. I don't know if you follow my co-host Kelly, who curates North Fork, the No For weekend plans. There is just so much going on. I know the carnival is super popular. So definitely, if you haven't been there, you need to make it to the Strawberry Festival. I'm calling it a carnival, but it's really a strawberry festival. There's food, there's strawberries, there's rides. So that's great. There is also a lot of options for live music. In vineyards, along beaches. I know there's new restaurants that are opening or seasonal menus that are changing. So definitely a lot going on. I don't know if they're having tech issues again because I don't see either of my co-hosts. Not sure what is going on. I'm assuming it's the Southhold Wi-Fi. Somebody needs to talk to somebody and we need to sort this out. Unless everybody's just sleeping in because it's a beautiful, lazy kind of Friday. Anyway, I think I see you, Tracy, but I don't see your request, which is so crazy. I do see Jermaine, who is our guest for today. So let me see if I can at least, I don't see either Kelly or Tracy's live request. I think, good morning. How are you, Jermaine?
Good morning, Sunita.
How are you?
Great.
I feel like, okay, I see Kelly joining in from a different account. So just bear with me. I feel like some kind of tech issues are going on. I don't know if it's me. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
Kelly. Were you guys having difficulty logging in?
No, I was having difficulty with life.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm fine.
Because Kelly, I see you as a different account, so I'm assuming you were having difficulty logging in as Endless Summer.
No, I just.
Oh, okay, it's just a Friday.
Let me jump off my personal account and go on to the phone account. I'm sorry. I went to the Strawberry Festival last night. We got home at like 11. Obviously, there's no alcohol at Strawberry Festival, but I am like hung over. I was like at a rager. Okay, I'm gonna go off. I'll see you as no phone summer in a minute.
Okay, so I take it back. I guess Optimum Southhold is just fine. No complaints.
Yes.
Thank
Don't
you.
blame it on them. It's
Blame
totally
it on
our
them.
fault.
Well, hello, Tilly. How are you? Look at
Hello,
the
little
gorgeousness
baby.
over there.
Can you
Oh
say
my
hi, baby girl?
Oh, there comes. I was just telling, when I started, I was saying there's just so much to do because even though it's not officially summer, it certainly feels like the activities here are summer. And the Strawberry Festival is on the top of everybody's list this weekend. So I can't wait for Kelly to hop back on. Welcome back, Kelly.
I'm back. Did we lose Tracy while I was gone? What happened?
No, we were waiting for you to come on and give us a quick recap on the Strawberry Festival before we jump right into fishing.
So much fun. My kids love it. I think last year was the first year that we actually went. And it's just like, good old fashioned carnival where you spend $1 million, but you go on rides and you shoot balloon darts, and my daughter won a fish. So that was great.
Nice.
Hi, Jermaine. Welcome.
How you doing? Thank you so much. It's great to be with you
Sorry
guys.
for all the craziness this morning.
All good. I'm used to craziness.
You've got to be used to craziness when you hang out with us.
I don't know if I should clap Kelly for winning the fish because now you got to take care of it. It's not the kind of fish Jermaine is happy about catching.
No. I think Jermaine's used to a little bigger.
Yeah, a little bit more live, flapping on the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this one.
There's no flapping on the deck in my house.
Yes, but this one you have to feed and keep alive. It's more work.
Absolutely.
Tracy, are you back? Did I lose you? Because I feel like I saw.
I don't know what happened. It said to me that the live ended. So I was like, I don't know what just happened. Yeah, I'm not sure.
before we have any more issues, let's jump right into the seafood. Welcome,
Yes.
Jermaine. We can't
Hi,
wait to hear about all you do. So give us the lowdown. What do you do? How'd you get into the fishing business here on the North Fork?
Well, as a child, I think I had my first job on a boat when I was 8 years old, and I just fell in love with it. Caught my first fish, and that was it. The rest is history. Watched my dad work at Cooper's. It was an awesome environment. I seen a whole bunch of happy people coming in and out of the building, buying fresh seafood, all the boats coming in, loading up ice, unloading their fish. My dad was a cutter. So just watching that just sparked a fire under me.
Okay.
I actually knew what I wanted to do when I was 9 years old.
Back up. What's a cutter? Where's Cooper's? Who are you? Where did you grow up?
All right, so Cooper's was an old processing facility in Greenport.
Okay.
And cutters are filletmen, fish cutters.
Okay.
They fillet fish,
It's a
process
skill.
it.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
and
a skill.
it definitely is. It's a dying art, really. There's nobody except that, local fish markets, you can find these cutters, but it's not every day you run across, people that cut fish. So,
I feel like you, Tracy. I have heard the phrase before only because I met Jermaine through Slow Food. So I heard the phrase, but I feel like every week we learn a new job description.
Yes.
Plant stylist, cutter. I'm like, there's so many careers out there that
Yeah.
we're unaware of.
yeah,
So-
I think I got that like rusty hook in my mouth and then the green thumb, most of it is Danielle in the garden. She's awesome. We got so much stuff back there. And it's good, the food these days, you can't trust it. These supermarkets is, I don't know. So we rather, grow our own food and catch it. So.
Jermaine, tell us about the delivery service that you do, because I know lots of people are going to want seafood delivered this summer.
Yeah, we try and deliver every like Wednesday and Thursday in the surrounding area. Hopefully we grow to get out into like the Hamptons where we first started before COVID. Well, when COVID happened, we had the delivery model and it went crazy. So I'm just trying to get back to that. Also just supply, the best seafood, the farmer's market and Riverhead, and just any way I can get it out there, really.
Which days are you at the farmer's market?
We're there today, Friday. We're there every Friday.
I will see you there today. I was just going to ask if you're
Excellent.
going to be there today. I'll be there.
Yes, I'll have a super fresh selection of, a bunch of different stuff. So
So how does it work? You take a boat, you go out into the local waters, and you catch the fish. Is that where it starts?
yeah, well, we have a network of, I catch some fish. I can't catch it all, obviously, but we got a network of boats that we deal with. They call me every morning and they tell me what they got, and I'm there because I want to provide the freshest seafood.
So now, Jermaine, what typically are things that you get locally? Because I'm not good with fish. I just go to wherever and I'm like, just give me whatever you have. So what are the best locals?
We get a lot of weak fish, striped bass, porgies, sea bass. Blowfish is starting to come back. Actually, the weak fish is starting to come back too. They disappeared for years. I grew up in the 80s, so there was a whole lot more to local fish. There was a bigger selection, but as, stock started dying off, only the strongest survived. And, that's the striped bass, the sea bass. Sea robin, I actually been selling. And it's, I'm trying to introduce it to, everybody. It's a great fish. It's cheap. And, it's just a great fish. But
Now, I want to stop you for a second, because when you were just talking about that, you said, and just to be clear, we don't know. We don't know.
We do not know.
To us, we don't know.
So a follow-up question in terms of the fish. Is there such a thing as seasonal fish, if you will? Meaning, is there a season for each type of fish? And should we be paying attention to that?
Yeah, so usually when May hits, porgies come into the bay. You'll start seeing fluke, sea bass, all the fish that I just mentioned. They come here and they spawn. These are spawning grounds out here on Long Island. So you get all the bigger fish, and you know the bait is crazy around here. So you get all these different types of fish to come in here to spawn and to eat. So you know, it's it's an amazing place, and you know, I just love it, you know.
So other than the Riverhead Farmers Market, is there, like, how else can people order? How do they get fish? Can they just walk into a shop? Like, start us from the beginning. How do we find you?
So right now we got like a online platform that you can go up, you know, it's like an online retail store.
Okay, and where do we find that? What's
the email is northforkseafood@gmail.
Okay.
So, you know, and then we have a menu up, you know, you'll be able to click on and see all the different types of stuff that we have. But so, yeah, you can go on the online website and order whatever you need, or Instagram.
And and the Instagram is also North Fork Seafood, correct?
Correct.
Now, is it, for those of us that are on the North Fork, is it fresh? Is it frozen? How does it arrive at our table?
Now it's usually the same day. I try and get fish that same, like today, I went down to the boat this morning and everything is off the bone. Like, I don't know, I went down there at 6:30 or whatever, got everything cut. So everything is just going to be a few hours off the bone. And that's why I'm trying to be different. You know, I don't want seafood to sit, you know. So
correct. I love that you said off the bone. Sorry, I just wanted to say, so it's not an entire sea robin. I'm getting a fillet if that's what I want.
Oh, yeah, you getting the fillet. I'm taking
good.
the bones out. I'm trying to, you know, because who wants to eat a fish with a bone in it, right? So
especially sea robin.
Yeah, that got a lot of bones in it. But you know, you take them out and you got boneless fillet. So that's how I like to eat fish. I was raised eating it with the bones in it, but I like putting it in between some bread and not worrying about a bone, you know.
So my first question was, how do we easily cut a fish? Because my husband has gone fishing, tried to cut the fish, and then we end up with these little bitty baby pieces. Is there a trick that we need to know about?
So if you I can show you. So we got this thing called curbside cleaning, where people that have boats that don't really know how to, you know, process the fish, you can bring it to me, and you know, I'll teach you. You know, I'll go step by step. We
need this lesson. We need this.
Absolutely. I'll take you step by step. I mean, I'm a lefty, so there's not a lot of left-hand cutters. So everything I do is like backwards to right-hand people. But you know, I can step by step it, and I can probably have him cutting the fish by the time he leaves.
We need this in our lives, because anytime we get a fish, by the time we get it, it's like one bite left. That's it.
Yeah, no, you need to bring it to me so I can, you know, properly show you how to fillet a fish. You know.
All right.
This is expensive, so you want to get all the meat you can, you know.
Yeah. No, we leave a lot behind. My second question, go ahead, Zena.
No, I was going to say that's an awesome service, because there's so many people that do go out on fishing boats or just go out on their boats and fish and then don't know what to do with it. So if that's someplace you can step in and help out and even do the services of the cutter, you know, I think that's great. That's great to know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's such a shame when you go fishing, or like you go fishing for fun, which is what I would do. And then you're like, what do I do with this fish now?
Right. Yeah.
You have to enjoy it at home.
Absolutely. You know, I'll give you the address to where I am. You can come. We got a professional facility here, you know, and you know, I could just show you the proper way how to cut this fish and take the bones out. So by the time you get it home to your family, your kids, it's just ready to go in the pan, you know. Hello again. So.
I just want to that, girl, I think we're going to have a fish filleting class, the three of us.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about trying to start up something like that, you know, because I get a lot of people that want me to show them how to cut fish, you know. And so that's probably an idea, a great idea. I should follow through with that.
All the great ideas, Jermaine.
well, I feel like you have three willing customers right here, right now. So if you decide to do it, definitely tag us.
I love
And
it.
we will make sure if it works for our schedule to come. And it's a skill that everybody that lives by the water should know, because there are plenty of opportunities to use it. Like I'm lucky enough to live on the Sound, and that's why I was asking about the seasonal, because a lot of fishermen come by and, you know, try to fish, and then different times they're trying to catch different. And sometimes they have an abundance and they will say, do you want one? And
Right.
I have the same problem. My husband will try to fillet, but it's so much work not knowing how to do it.
Of
So if
course.
we did, I'd be happy to just be like, sure, I'll take one, you know?
Absolutely.
I have a better idea. Can we watch, and then maybe like somebody close to us, husband, friend, who likes to do this, can learn the skill, and then we can benefit from it? Can we do that instead?
Absolutely. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm game. We can do
Okay.
whatever you guys want to do.
Kelly, when I said we are the clients, I meant, you know, we are
We
the
like
clients.
people in our world who will fillet fish for us. Are the clients.
Yourself, ladies. I'm a hands-on kind of girl.
Okay, Tracy's gonna be our girl. She's gonna
Well,
be our
I'm
fish
going out on the boat with you guys. So
Poppy, Poppy already knows how to cut. I bet.
yes.
Yes.
Well, the other thing I'm thinking is when you were talking about, I'm sure you just have a slab and a knife. I'm sure you're not even using fancy equipment. I'm thinking you're saying, oh, you'll fillet it and we'll take it home. I'm thinking sushi, sashimi. We're probably eating it right there. We're not even bringing it home. It's so fresh. You probably could eat it as sashimi, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, it is right off the bone that morning. And, you know, I love sushi. And all the fish that we deal with, you could just slice it up, angel hair, like spaghetti it, and have, you know, our little sauces there. We should do that. Like when you guys come and I'll give you this demonstration, we should eat. Why not?
Maybe we'll call Little Ram and have them bring their bang bang sauce and just pour
Okay.
that on it.
That works. That works.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was my other question, because, you know, we're foodies here. What do you recommend in terms of cooking, preparation, spices? Is there something that's your go-to?
That is my wife's. I mean, I catch the fish and she just, you know, she hooks it up, and, you know, and we also have a bunch of chef friends. I'm kind of like spoiled because I get the fish and they just cook it. Like we're friends with a ton of chefs. So
That sounds like a great deal.
yeah. I mean, you guys come, maybe I can get my buddy Adam over here or something like that. And, you know,
Whoa.
get this demonstration going and have him cook something, you know?
Let's say that sentence again without the word maybe.
Okay. So let's definitely make that happen. Let's make that happen.
That sounds really fun. Did we lose Tracy again? Because she's frozen on my screen. So
No,
She's lively on mine.
oh, okay.
She's dancing.
Jermaine, walk
Yes.
us through like a day in the life of a no-fo fisherman. Tell us what it's like.
So I probably wake up at like 3 or 4 every morning, head to the boat or go fishing, get back here, fillet up my orders, deliver, you know, and it never stops. It never stops. So
Are your business mostly B2B or B2C, or like both? And sorry, for business to business or business to consumer, or both?
it's both. Definitely both. Yeah, absolutely.
So at any given time that we're ordering fish at a restaurant, we might be ordering your fish.
Absolutely. I mean, you'll have my fish in Noah's, Anchor, all the Lucharitos locations, the brewery up here on Peconic Lane. Port, you know.
Great.
Yeah. So,
That's great to know when you're out at a restaurant. You're like, oh, Jermaine had a hand in this.
absolutely. It's always fresh that day. Whenever you see Norfolk seafood on the menu, it has always arrived that day.
Wow.
And off the boat.
Because I might not have noticed the North Fork seafood before, but now I'm going to look for it when I look at a menu to see if you're in there. And I'm going to text you and be like, I see you. I see you.
Please do. Please do.
Oh, that's one of the wonderful things about living on the North Fork, right? A lot of menus will specify, like I know KK's salad, for example, or the greens from there will be listed on the menu. And I love going out to eat and knowing where the food came from. Even even though when I first moved here, really living outside of the North Fork, a lot of people don't really necessarily pay attention to where the food comes from. But I think once you live here, you have no choice but to, get more involved in that. And it's such a great feeling to know it's fresh today. Like, that's awesome. Thank you.
The North Fork was probably the original like farm to plate, seed to plate region.
It's funny, I've watched this place go from a sleepy fishing town to, this like crazy, like, South Side, like we got like 100 restaurants out. It's like the ultimate destination.
Yes.
Everyone wants to come out here for that reason, for the fish, for the fresh farm products. And you're right, like once you come here, you'll get a sense of fresh, and I think that's what really sells Long Island.
I always keep joking that once I have bees and chickens, then the assimilation is complete. Because I feel like in order to be a North Forker, everybody I know either has bees or has chickens or ducks or is a fisherman or living off of the earth in some way or the other, is a farmer. And it's a beautiful life. I love it.
Anita, you don't need those things when you have friends who do that.
Yes.
That's the trick here.
Well, yes, but that's the point. Every friend I have is like, it's either a farmer or a beekeeper or an innkeeper. It's just, it's great.
That's great. A blessing. That is a blessing. I mean, you got the best of all worlds, especially everybody being more conscious of what they're eating, so, and that's where I try and come in, because, you can't, it's like going to a farm and getting that, that fresh hamburger meat, that hasn't been, shot up or, messed with in any way. I'm bringing that fresh fish. I mean, you can't get any fresher.
Well, that's one of the things that attracted me to Slow Foodie Stand, which is an organization that their entire mission or motto is good, clean, and fair food for all. So they even go a step further than the clean food. It's also making sure that farm workers are paid, fairly. So it's all about making sure that everybody has access to good, clean, fresh food. So I living here, there's just so many opportunities to get involved with things like that.
Yes, I agree.
So that's a perfect segue into, let's talk about the North Fork. You mentioned you grew up in Greenport. How long has your family been here? Was your father the first one to come here, or was your family here for generations?
I think my grandmother was the first one to come here, probably in the 50s,
okay.
40s maybe. But yeah, we've been out here a long time. And like I said, it's just, I think the fishing chose me, And,
I love that.
I was young with a fishing pole, and I caught my first fish, and that was like, that was it.
Literally.
Yeah, that was it. I was hooked. I got the fish in, but I was hooked.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
So you mentioned a lot of restaurants before, but if you were going to take the three of us out to dinner or lunch, where would you take us?
Definitely Anchor, Noah's, and the brewery. And, I would try and get, a private meal with Grace and Grit, get us in there. And
wow, Jermaine's stepping it up with his
I'm stepping
meal
it up.
recommendations. Private meal over here.
Absolutely. Those are my top three,
Love it.
Awesome. Now, I know you mentioned the Greenport Brewery, because obviously you have a relationship there as well. But if you were going to chill after your long day of fishing and cutting, what vineyard, if you do, would you find yourself at?
I mean, I can walk right to the brewery. I live right on Peconic Lane. It's easy. So if I decide to have a drink or two, I can walk right back home,
That's perfect.
That is perfect.
And they respect me in there. I go in there and they're like, hey, hi. That's good too. Yeah.
I think this is Sunita's question, but I'm going to take it. I know you're probably a sunrise guy with your hours that you keep. Where's the best sunrise or sunset, in your opinion?
I would have to say Town Beach.
Okay.
I ride past there almost every day. And when I'm not fishing and this flat calm, it like draws me in. Then I'm like, oh man, I wish I was on the water.
Is that the one by like the Sound View?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I
Yep.
just passed there the other day and it was pretty spectacular. I had to stop.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's, you know, sunrise, sunset. You know, you got great fishing off the beach. So it's a great spot.
Kelly, you know what's great about that beach is there's no walking. You can
Mhm.
pull up your car, people
Yep.
bring chairs, or they open the trunk of their car and just sit there with
Just
their
sit there.
see it from right there. So that's really a lot of people do go there to watch the sunset, myself included, when I want a change of scenery. Beautiful.
That
Absolutely.
particular night, the sunset was so beautiful that all the cars were just like pulling off because they were like drawn to the beach. It was crazy.
Right. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful area over there. I love it.
Yeah.
And it's a good thinking area too. You pull in, you know, you had a long day, you got a couple of things to think about, you know, it helps. So it's like a reset button also, you know?
Yeah.
A place for reflection.
Someone posted the other day about how the water is the place to go for healing. Was it Stacy? I think it was from the Harvest Inn.
Yeah.
About the water is the place to go for healing and for thinking and for whenever you need some kind of refresh, the water is the place to go.
Absolutely. Like I was lucky. I worked on, you know, the boats around here, and being out on the water, it really helps you. It's, how could I say, it's, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, I just went blank.
It's therapy.
It's therapeutic. Therapeutic. Thank you so much. Therapeutic. And, you know, it just, as a young kid, it helped me through my day a lot. And it just, fishing just pointed me in the right direction ever since I can remember, you know. So, yes, the water is a great way to reflect or think about what you want to do, you know, your next step. It's just great. I love it.
You said you also grow a lot of produce, sounds like, because you have a garden. But do you frequent any local farm stand? Is there a go-to one that you find yourself often at?
I got to go with Deep Roots, Tom and Michelle. Great people. Every time I go there, I get some sort of information about what I'm eating. They're just very knowledgeable people. And, you know, I'm just drawn to them. You know, they got a great setup. And, you know, just good people, good vibes.
Well, also one of the things I love about that particular farm is they only sell what they grow. So you're not going to find an avocado because that's not grown here. You know, not that I need avocados, so I do want them. But I'm just saying that what you buy at their farm stand is definitely what they grew. So that's something to think about before you go.
Absolutely.
I've never been there. I have to check it out. I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a great place.
Take your camera. They have in case you miss it, they have a heart on top of their barn because their last name is Hart Hart.
Right,
so,
you know.
All right.
So
She's crying because she's so upset that we're coming to the end of our show. But
no.
if you could just sum up for us, Jermaine, why you love being a part of the North Fork community. There's so many reasons, but just sum up for us what you love about it here.
God, there's so many things of why I love the North Fork. I think it's just a tight-knit community. Everybody that I work with are, you know, just great people. Just, you know, just grab me and take me into their arms, basically. And it's just, I think what I really most love is when I'm fishing, because when you're fishing, you see the other side of Long Island. You see like the view of Shelter Island. You see, you know, Orient Point Lighthouse. It's just so much beauty that, you know, people don't really see, that just keeps me here, you know? And so I think that sums it up, you know, just the beauty, the fishing, and just people. You know?
Yeah, that reminds me. There's a lyric to a country song. I think it's Rascal Flatts. It says, "The most beautiful view is my front porch looking in," which is basically what you just said. It's looking back at the beautiful place that we live from the water.
Yes. And then the farms. You know, it's the best of both worlds. You know, you can't situate yourself in a better location in the North Fork.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah.
Yes. Not only are we surrounded by water, but it's going to sound weird, but we're also surrounded by the earth, if you will, because everything is green and growing here. And right now the season is just perfect for that. The farms are just bursting to life. It's awesome. There's a lot going on, a lot to do. I know at the top of the show I mentioned the Strawberry Festival, but I'm sure, you know, there's so many things going on. Ladies, what is your plan for this weekend? Anything special that you're planning to do?
I'm
Ooh,
hitting
I have something.
festival. I'm to the Strawberry Festival tomorrow, and I'm going to see Jermaine this evening at the
Nice.
Riverhead Farmers Market.
Love it. Love it.
Yep, I'm going to be there recruiting for people for our fair. So we'll talk about that, Jermaine, at Brick Cove.
All right.
Artist fair coming up at Brick Cove.
All right. Looking forward
Awesome.
to that. Yeah.
I got an insider invitation to the reopening of Kentucky this weekend. So at some point, I'm going to go there for dinner, maybe with the hubs for Father's Day, but we'll see.
That's awesome. I was selling them fish last year. I was selling them fish last year. Hopefully, you know, they call me back. So
I'm sure they will. I'm
Yeah.
sure they will.
absolutely. So before we all go, so yeah, let's do this roadside thing. I'm gonna try and, you know, get Adam to come in here and you know, cook us up something, and we could all walk in the back, pick our vegetables that we want to eat with this fish, and you know.
Wow.
You pick the date. You pick the date. I'm there, Jermaine. Pick the date.
All right. All right. I'll
We'll
definitely
make it
get back to
happen.
you guys.
Make it
Yeah.
Make it happen.
We have to. It's a promise. Let's all do this, okay?
We're in. I'm
Good.
speaking for all of us. We're in.
All right. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you so much. I am
Thank
going
you.
to try to make it to the live music at the Veterans, is it Veterans Beach or Veterans Park?
Yeah.
Where they have live music on Saturday. So if you're going to be there, maybe stop in and say hi. And I will have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. Thank you, Jermaine.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you
Jermaine.
for
Bye,
including
guys.
us. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.